What's up, content publishers? My name is Chris from the Blogger Evolution podcast, and here we're going to be breaking down the domain badmintongirls.com. Badminton is a pretty decent sized niche that's not going to give you a ton of traffic, but there's a ton of products that you can promote and get some early affiliate commissions with it. I'd probably recommend this to more of a beginner. So when we pull up archive.org, we can see this is what the website used to look like a long time ago. This was a while ago. This is 2011 is what the site used to look like then. If you go a little bit sooner, you can see that it was eventually a TV show about badminton was created, and they took this name, badmintongirls.com, and started using it for the TV show. But it was still talking about badminton, and you'll see why I think that's not a big deal in a second. So let's look at some of the traffic history here. It's a DR of 13. When you look at the backlinks here, we have 18 referring domains, all with badmintongirls.com, which is pretty good. We have some Japanese links here, which isn't terrible, is because the show that was created was an anime. The original language of this domain as well was English. It was changed to Japanese, but you'll see why here. I don't think that that's a big deal at all. So here's probably one of the biggest terms you'd ever want to go after in this space is the best badminton racket, right? As you can tell right here, Ahrefs has it listed at 1,800 searches per month. Then Keywords Everywhere has it at 33,000. So you can kind of pick which one you might want to think is the best one. But regardless, let's look at what's ranking for here, right? So this number one is Badminton HQ, which is a co.uk site. Very Well Fit, which is a big fitness site, right? But then if you scroll down some more, let's look at the third result here. The third result for the best badminton rackets in the world is a 0.4 DR that's getting around 4,000 or so search traffic, which we know that's normally a little lower than what it probably actually is getting, anywhere from 3 to 10 times this most likely. So this is pretty good because it shows here that some of the biggest affiliate keywords out there are being dominated by a domain rating of less than 1, right? And based on what we saw earlier, this is a DR of 13. So you would already be hitting the ground running. You would probably start ranking for stuff almost immediately in this niche. As you can see here in Keywords Everywhere, you have best badminton racket brands, Yonex, best Yonex badminton racket. And it just kind of just goes on from there, and they're all getting traffic here based on Keywords Everywhere. So it's a good niche, I think, that you could jump in, especially if you are a beginner, because you don't need a lot of authority in order to really start dominating this niche. And as you can see, some of these badminton rackets can actually be a pretty decent chunk of change. So let's go to Amazon, and I just put in, badminton, and just seeing what kind of things are popping up. You can see here, I love the prices, 38, 70, 15, 26. Could be a little bit more, but to be honest, these are like throwaway pricing. And what I mean by that is when people see this, they're going to be like, oh, it's only $26. Let me go ahead and buy it. It's not like this is $2,600 where people really got to think about it. This is something that's very easily purchasable, online. And when it breaks down to the rackets, here's a racket right here. A Yonex racket is $70. Now, I'll show you why that's important when you look at the fee schedule over here on Amazon. Now, I'm not a big fan of always going with Amazon, but if we look right here, you can see that outdoors gets 5.5%, and if this was in sports, you get 4.5%. So anywhere from 4.5% to 5.5% per sale is actually not terrible at all. And one advanced play that you might be able to make with this is if you are able to get a lot of sales for a particular product like this one, the Yonex Graphite Badminton Racket, you can literally reach out to Yonex directly and try to become an affiliate of them, and then you can start making some more affiliate commissions that way, since you're already sending a ton of traffic their way anyway. And as I was able to show you earlier, there's not a lot of competition in this space at all. So minimal effort, even if you're a complete beginner, you'll probably be able to do pretty good within this niche. And that's what I would do with badmintongirls.com.